Hey everyone, it's Bubbles and welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. So today's video is finally another speed build. So last couple of weeks we took a break from our normal speed builds and did a mini series with Dream Home Decorator, which was fun. So I hope whoever did watch that, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I did have fun doing it, but I'm glad to go back to speed builds because I felt burnout for a while, and so I feel like I'm back on a groove, so that's good because I've got a few more builds planned out for the next few weeks, so yeah. But this one is a penthouse in San Myshuno, and so I wanted to do a kind of like a fancy and bougie penthouse vibe. So that's this one, and it's on a 40 by 30 lot. So it's the Torendi Tower lot in San Myshuno. I forget what area it's in, honestly, but yeah. Anyway, so it has 2 bedrooms, which is funny because it looks really big, but a lot of it's like entertaining area on the decks and porches and stuff. So yeah, I only did fit in 2 bedrooms, but they are good sized bedrooms. But anyway, and then I did fit in walk-in closets for both the bedrooms because I felt like that was necessary for this kind of apartment penthouse thing. And then I did put 2 en-suites for both the bedrooms, and then a laundry / half bathroom. So yeah. And then there's a dedicated dining room that's pretty big. And then there is an office in this as well, so I did end up using quite a bit of Dream Home Decorator again in this, just because I felt like the furniture in that felt fit this aesthetic, so yeah. And it did come in the kind of swatches I wanted to do for this interior, so yeah. But there is the 2 bedrooms, so it's a master bedroom for the parents, and then I did build the second bedroom as a teen bedroom, so yeah. So the very top floor is a party entertaining area, so it's got a bar and some loudspeakers, so kind of just like a nice entertaining space. And then there's plenty of other space on the other floors for outside areas, so yeah. And there is a pool, so because I felt like, it's supposed to be a very fancy penthouse, it's gotta have a pool. So yeah. I went with a lighter color scheme for this, so I did use a lot of light wood and white, which I would never live in this. Also, it's way too big, and it's way too bougie for me. But, I don't like light color schemes like this, but I feel like this is very pleasing for, pictures and screenshots, so, yeah. And I don't normally do this kind of an aesthetic, so I went with it, but, the exterior and interior I did use exposed brick, a lot of exposed brick. And so one of them is one of the brick wallpapers I used was from the fitness stuff pack. So it's the really thin brick wallpaper. And then I did use, I forget where it's from, it might be Base Game, but it looks like brick that's got plaster over it, so it's a little more industrial looking, but I thought it fit enough with this, and I just wanted there to be some kind of texture since it was in white, because The one thing I don't like about these kind of color schemes is if I paint like a whole room white, basically, I feel like it's so boring and like flat that it needs to have some kind of texture. So I did end up using that kind of brick, plastered brick, so it gave it something. And then I did use a lot of the wood details we got from Eco Lifestyle to kind of break up some of the like empty wall space. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it looks good, but I hope you guys like it as well. So for the first part of this, it took me a while because I was trying to figure out the overall shape of it, and also the first part of the build I went in and like thought it was gonna be good enough, but then I needed to add more to it because it wasn't big enough to put like the large living spaces in, plus enough for more than one bedroom, because I felt like, you know, a 40 by 30 lot, it should have more than one. So I built this part out a little, and so the floor plan is a little weird because the elevator to get to the apartment is in this area right here on the second floor. So then you have to walk to the main part of it, which is where the living room will be, and then go downstairs to like the other living rooms and the bedrooms. So, oh well, I don't know. It's the only way I could get it to work because I was having a lot of issues with this floor plan. It was a nightmare. So, as you just saw, I cut through all of the floor planning because it took me so long, and so yeah, I cut it out just so it could save time. And I did use like some items as placeholder items so I can get an idea of how much space there needed to be with the kind of items I wanted in each room. So that's why there's already objects in some of the rooms, but I do go through and make sure that like I go through all of the room and put all of the detail in. So yeah, so the whole outside is finished, like shape and wallpaper wise, so I will go back at the very end and put all the outside furniture and lighting and then some of the landscaping, because I did put some, like I squared off some plant boxes for some landscaping because I felt like it needed some green. So yeah, and I did put some of the hanging vines on parts of the build, which I really like doing for these kinds of vibes. So yeah, but one of the ideas I did want to include in this kind of a penthouse is this kitchen where it had the like middle island area with two walls on it on each side, because I thought, you know, as we're all fancy, and then it's got a double fridge. But yeah, I like it. And also I did put a smaller dining table in here that's kind of like the breakfast nook thing. So yeah, and then the main dining room is facing the pool because I did put windows that see into the pool, which I like doing. So yeah, I did use a very small amount of CC in this. I totally forgot about it when I did upload it to the gallery, because I was like, why is this flagged with CC? I didn't put anything in it. And then I went back and looked and I was like, oh yeah, I used infinity windows on the outside of the pool because I wanted it to look fancy. So if you do want to download this, you will have to put on the CC, check that box when you're looking through for it, because it does use a few windows on the pool, the infinity windows. So oops, but I really wanted infinity windows, so that's literally all the CC that's in this build. The rest of it is all EA assets. So should be good. But yeah. And then in here is kind of like the lobby area, so I did put like a small planter box in the center that I thought looked cool, and then I put the hanging lights we got from Moschino stuff, so I like it. With these bigger builds, I tried not to put so much clutter in it because it will slow down your computer quite a bit. And also, same thing with the lighting. When I do these kinds of builds, I want there to be like the floor spotlights, kind of lining the outside areas, so I try not to put too many because it would slow down my computer, but it kind of was at the end of it, but I stopped and it was fine. I don't know, man. This game has been lagging for me a lot more than it should be recently, and it's kind of annoying. It must be from the recent patch updates, and it's just, I know it's kind of old now, but this version of the game, but like, come on, man. You know, because it's like, I've played other games where they patch it all the time, and it doesn't get nearly as laggy as this does, and it doesn't break every time it's patched, so, yeah, that's fun. But there are some tricks people have found that help with the lag that I try, but there are some days where just nothing works, so I don't know, man. I gotta deal with it, I guess. So, but anyway, so this is the office. I fit the office next to the dining room, which, it's kind of weird placement, but it fit perfectly in this little box area, so I don't know, but, you know, whatever. I did like how this office turned out, so I did make it for, like, an interior designer, but, yeah. And I guess it's because I really like that desk we got with the new, game pack, so, yeah. But, I wanted there to be, like, the little, wood decor items from Eco Lifestyle with the little planners from Dino throughout this build, and so you'll see those quite a bit, but I feel like they're spaced out enough throughout the whole penthouse that it doesn't look too repetitive. It just more makes everything kind of seamless together, if that makes sense. So yeah. So the teenage bedroom is darker, kind of. It still uses the same, like, white and light wood tones as the rest of the house, but I did make, like, the bed swatch is black, and then some of the other, items in it are black because I wanted it to be a little darker and a little different than the rest of the house, and then the master bedroom is considerably lighter than the rest of the house because I did use quite a bit of the wood tone throughout the living areas because I liked it, but the master bedroom is a lot more white and lighter, so kind of like a little bit of contrast, but I think it still fits with this, the whole, the overall look of the house. I kind of like doing that for bedrooms and houses. I don't like making them completely different than the rest of the house unless it fits the Sims personality so good I have to do it, but I don't know, sometimes it just looks weird. But anyway, so yeah, so we got a new expansion pack coming very soon. I know I'm a little behind, but I literally didn't talk about it during my mini-series because I felt like not only was there no time to talk about it in those videos, but also I felt like it was out of place if I started talking about a new pack coming when I was focusing on Dream Home Decorator when it, I don't know, they like released these two things very close together in it, so I felt like I needed to spend the time on the game pack when I was doing the miniseries, and so now I can focus on the new expansion pack. But anyway, so it's not coming out till next week. What is it, the 26th? I don't know. It's like right at the end of this month. So I'm very excited for it because it's giving me all the cottagecore vibes, and I'm so down for that because I actually, now that I think about it, I have not really done a proper, like, cottagey build. So when that pack does get released, I will be getting my hands on it because, you know, if you haven't seen from my Instagram, I have a job now, so I got that monies, but so, and I would already save up for that one just because I'm so down for it. It's giving me, like, Hobbit vibes and, like, fantasy vibes, and so it's right up my alley. But as soon as I get my hands on it, and I'm, not, like, past the other plans I have for the channel, I will be doing builds with that pack. So I hope you're looking forward to that, because I know I am, because I have seen some of my other Sims builders do, like, builds with those items, and it just, I need it. So, I don't know if I will be doing any gameplay with that pack, just because I feel like that would be something I would want to explore in my own time. So, I'm sorry about that. If you wanted to see me play it, I apologize, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that on the channel. So, yeah, and also because my YouTube plans for the future will be having my second Harry Potter series come out pretty dang soon. So, how's that for gameplay? Woohoo. So, yeah, my YouTube plans, because I also didn't want to talk about that, I am going to do a few more builds that I have planned. So I've got, like, 3 more I have planned, and so that'll take me up close to where I actually go back to school for my last year of college. And so I will have time to, like, pre-record the Harry Potter series for the second game. And so that will come out kind of around the time I am going back to school. But I know the start of classes is not, you know, complete chaos. We don't get a whole lot of stuff to do until, like, the 3rd week. So I'm hoping I can get most, if not all, of that series recorded, so I can just, like, put it up and have it all ready to go. And so, depending on how long that series lasts, I will do it like I did last time, where I did a break and did a few builds in between the series coming out. So if it's, like, twice as long as the first one, it might be, I don't know, but because it does feel like it's a little longer than the first one. So if it does happen to be longer, I will take, like, 2 breaks in it to do builds. And so that would probably be when I do the cottage builds with the new expansion. So yeah, so we'll get a whole lot of fantasy stuff coming out, which should be fun. So yeah, and then I don't know what I'm gonna be doing after that. I know I'll be continuing with Sims content after that second Harry Potter game finishes, but I'm not sure how long it'll be until they start the 3rd one, because I know I want to do 3 series with the first 3 games, because I have all 3 and I love them. And so yeah, those are kind of my plans. I do have, like, ideas for other gameplay things I could do on the channel, and so yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you what they are until way later because, you know, I gotta settle on it. But yeah, so with my last year of college coming up, I'm not sure how hectic it's gonna be for me, because I know I've been very absent on Instagram, and I'm very sorry for that. I have been literally swamped at work. I feel like no motivation as soon as I get home from work to do anything, because my schedule's been so effed up, like so effed up, because the job I have, they have mandatory overtime, so I've been working 11-hour shifts throughout the week, and then trying to get my 2 days off for the weekend, and so it's rough. And so with me working those 11-hour shifts, I forget to post. And then also I have nothing to post because I feel like as soon as I do have free time, I'm like so out of it. Like I have like zero motivation to build, but thankfully I'm starting to get back into my normal routine, and I'm starting to feel more motivated to do builds, so it should be getting better. And also because I will be going back to school, and I feel like I have a much normal schedule to get used to. And also, like, I'll have more time after work, schoolwork, to do this kind of thing. So it should be a lot better, because, you know, I won't be working 11 hours on school every day, you know, but yeah, so it should be getting a lot better around August. Let's hope. But yeah, so just to update you guys, I'm not dead, I promise. I kind of feel dead sometimes after work, but you get what I mean. Anyway, but yeah, and so back to the build. We are finished with all the interior stuff, so sorry for not talking about a whole lot of that, but it's pretty straightforward. I you know, kept the color schemes pretty similar, and then you saw the color schemes I did for the bedrooms that are slightly changed. But yeah, now we're working on the exterior, all the seating areas, because there's tons of them. And so yeah, oh, another thing I did cut out was I didn't put any of the bathrooms or the laundry room in the video, because by the time I finished with the outdoor seating, which was kind of the last thing I did, and then the outdoor lighting, I completely forgot about the bathrooms, because I did save them for last. Don't know why. Normally I do the rooms in order, but I just didn't. And so I had already cut the recording. And then I went to go and take screenshots, and I totally forgot and was like, oh, none of the bathrooms are done. Oops. So sorry about that. None of the bathrooms are in this footage, and neither is the laundry room. However, I did put screenshots of them at the end, so you can see them there, but they're pretty basic. They're like all white with some of the same light wood tones, and they're all very similar to each other, so meh. But yeah, so that's about it, really. It's pretty straightforward. I do really like the painting, like the floor tiles I used on the exterior, because I kind of put some of it, broke it up by putting more gravel looking flooring, and then that stone flooring that's actually from base game, but it put enough color on the exterior so that it didn't look weird. But here's the third floor entertaining area that I was talking about, but it's just got a bar and like some speakers, and then some seating area, and then like where the glass flooring is kind of where I thought the dance floor would be. So yeah, but that's about it, you guys. So if you want to download this off the gallery, it is already up there. In fact, it should be the most recent post I have on my gallery. And so with all San Myshuno penthouses in apartments, I keep the name the same as the it comes in game because it's technically the address. So I just do that to keep it easier for you guys. So yeah, you can find it on my gallery. My gallery ID is down in the description, so you can find me that way. And yeah, if you like this build, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!